Okay. Alright, what's up everybody? This page is getting a little long in the tooth, so let's get going on it. I am on the ink layer. This was the second to last page in the comic. In this comic. Before I switch to something else, which I have not written yet. I had a vague notion about doing something with sort of a redesigned, maybe a superhero comic, which I haven't done in a while. I do these science fiction and adventure comics, which is kind of my jam, I guess. But the cliche of comics is superhero comics. Most people who don't like superhero comics will say it's because they're stupid. And first of all, I'm going to disagree. You don't like what is now considered superhero comics, which are slice of life comics, which have characters in costumes. The reason super comics are great is because they're stupid, though. So I kind of agree. Batman is a character who dresses up as an animal and fights gangsters. What's stupid about it, in a bad way, is that people take that seriously. The best Batman is the brave and the bold Batman, in my opinion, the one that was voiced by Dietrich Bader. I think his name is Dietrich or Dieter Bader. It was the animated version. The second best, of course, Adam West. That might be the best, I don't know. It works really well as kind of it's not a parody, but just to embrace the tropes of what it is. Because I remember that show, and as a kid, I loved that show. It was great. It was action, it was excitement, it was a lot of fun. And if you were a grown-up watching, and I remember my mom watching it alongside us, I remember my mom showing it to us in the first place. She kind of chuckled at it too, because it was funny. You know, there's some funny bits to it that are based on the ridiculousness of it all. I think the problem that we have now with superhero comics is people actually do take them seriously and think, oh, this is a gritty, hardcore character of the streets, tackling all the important stories of the day. You know, and it's gonna have Batman tackles the opioid epidemic or something. Shut up. Batman is supposed to fight like when Two-Face originally came out, he was always doing crimes themed after two, like he would steal a bicycle made for two that was somehow historic or something stupid like that. There's a really funny, I think it's Dick Sprang era, where I don't know, he steals like twin themed paintings or something, and Batman and Robin get a bicycle built for two and they're chasing them on the bicycle. And to me, that's kind of the epitome of what this comic should be about. Now, I know that almost nobody who really likes comics would agree with me on that one. They want it to be gritty and serious, to affirm their adulthood in writing comics. And they're looking at me with narrowed and suspicious eyes. So I think comics are silly, but I'm saying that's what makes them awesome, is the silliness, the craziness of them all. I think that's okay. So in a way, I look at stuff like, there's just all the goofiness of it. Superhero movies should never have gone mainstream. They're silly. They're supposed to be silly. A perfect example is the Lou Ferrigno Hulk show. Do you remember that show? I watched it. I liked it just because it was the Hulk. But does anybody remember that show being very fun or exciting? I really don't. I remember it being kind of boring. Like, I remember there's one time And this is the only time I really remembered and enjoyed the show. At one point, the Lou Ferrigno Hulk has to fight a bear, and for some reason, I don't know if this is real or not. Maybe I dreamed this. Like, he punches the bear and the bear goes flying like up into the sky. Like, I don't know how they did this. They must have had a fake bear. And I remember just cracking up laughing at that. And as a little kid, I mean, I had Hulk pajamas. I was totally into the Hulk. I remember because my older brother was just kind of into whatever seemed to be the best. So he had like Superman comics and X-Men, the very popular comics of the day, and so Hulk was kind of, not as popular. Although he was very popular. Which brings me on to a side topic: is what were the popular superheroes of the day? And I clearly remember, and I might have dreamed this too, but I clearly remember the Thing from the Fantastic Four being one of the most popular superheroes. Because he would always say something funny like, "It's clobbering time," or whatever. And he would always have like a joke. He would always be talking about his Aunt Petunia. The ever-loving blue-eyed Thing. It's clobbering time. I remember the cartoon, Thing Ring Do Your Thing. I know I didn't dream that because Tom Scioli actually wrote a thing about it too, and so I didn't imagine that. Oh, you know what? I got a freaking bad tangent right there. Let's move his shoulder a little bit more out of the way. There we go. So in this... Oh, that's not great. This line is kind of worked. Let's talk about what's going on in this panel. This is meant to be a Steve Ditko-esque space panel. Like, they're thrown into this place called the Wraith Zone, which I haven't even put in the comic yet. He's going to explain it in another panel in the next page. And it's like those Doctor Strange magic realms that he would visit in the Defenders every once in a while, or on his own comic. That was very ellipsy, this particular circle. Let's see. Studied a little bit of how he did those. I wouldn't say I'm a great expert at it or whatever. I'm going to use this other layer. I'm going to use just some... I want to do some smooth sweeping lines through here on another layer, so it's going to be like that. Always with the tangents with me. Oh, there's another tangent. Look at this. Might as well redo this whole number. Yeah, here. Let's do this one again. So anyways, I've got another bug. He's upside down over here in this other corner. And we're going to have the Zectorids screaming in horror as they're thrown into this nightmare madness zone. I hereby banish you from this realm. And I think that'll give us a good view of their fate for being genocidal maniacs. And that'll be it for today. I will be not a live stream. We're just going to do a group drawing jam on a private Discord channel. However, see if you can contact me. We're back on the AAA Discord. Let me know if you'd like an invite, and I will send you an invite if you'd like to be on there. Oh. I like the eyes and expressions of this guy because it reminds me of Joseph King, who's the guy who's doing the Zomic book, which is where this is eventually going. Alright. Please like, follow, and subscribe. This is far from done. We're going to continue working on this, and I will see you later.